look at all these stories coming out about these people, the celebrities, right? Just groping and masturbating in front of people like a bunch of like park bench perverts. And it seems like it's in the news every day now. I mean, you got Louis C.K., the Weinstein, all that stuff, these politicians and whatever. So, first off, I imagine what it might be like if those roles were flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if an unattractive older woman just whipped out the old labia and started fucking, staring at you while she went all fucking DJ record scratcher on her privates, looking at you. Yeah, there you go. She's all hot and bothered. Just probably showing her teeth like some villain during a dentist visit. Like, and I gotta admit, look, I'd feel really weird about that shit myself. How could you not be? I mean, you're at work, you go in, you're like, oh, hi, Mrs. Boss, I'm just here to get the expense reports. And she's like, oh, yeah? You mean the expense reports right here in my panties? Strange. I don't like it. Lots of women deal with this sorts of shit, this sorts of behavior. From some men, apparently, obviously, we all know that bullshit happens. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, not whether or not there's a problem with that, because of course there is, but what is the appeal for them? Like someone who just starts masturbating in front of anybody, what is the appeal to that? I'm trying to figure it out, right? Because they're not, these stories, they don't say that these people are asking for sex. It doesn't seem to culminate in sex. They're just asking for an audience, right? And it sounds like exhibitionism, right? And that's what it sounds like. Just wanting other people to watch them pleasure themselves. So I try to figure out, well, what exactly is attractive about that? What gets them off about it, right? What's the turn on? Is it the attention? Is it because it's naughty? Because then I wonder, well, if we didn't have these hang-ups about nudity and sex, right? If the rules of society didn't apply, and you could just be naked if you wanted, or you could have sex in public, or you could jerk off in the work cafeteria if you want. There'd be a whole wanker's area, or whatever. Just, if none of that stuff was considered weird, I wonder if exhibitionism would be a thing. Because it seems, when you really think about it, the exhibitionism is about kind of like showing confidence within vulnerability, right? And then whatever power that gives, right? The vulnerability of being there naked, alone, in front of people who aren't naked, and being sexual in front of that audience that isn't being sexual, right? And then whatever confidence that they want to exhibit in not giving a fuck that they're the ones with their dick out. Meanwhile, everyone is just like there holding folders and pen drives with the damn clothes on. Is that what it is? Is it because you got your dick out and you're going against the rules of society that tell you not to do that? Like a fucking kid in school who feels cool because he didn't do his homework? Like, yeah, I know it's wrong. I don't give a fuck. That thug life kind of shit.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bitch better how my fuck me. Nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
So when these guys are there diddling themselves in front of some poor chick, is it like, oh no, here we are. Oh, I shouldn't have my dick in my hand right now. And you shouldn't be watching me have my dick in my hand. But yeah, here we both are. Dick in hand. Eyes on dick. And at that point, like, I think the exhibitionist wants the observer to get turned on by it while watching them. And that's what I think the end goal there is. That's all I can think. Because what else would it be? Is it a turn on to sit there with your dick out and then some chick is like, oh my fucking God, I'm calling the cops? No. Because at that point, that's the clue to zip up and hit the staircase ASAP. So where does this shit come from? I mean, I imagine guys like Louis C.K., they want the woman to be complicit somehow, in some way, even if it's only on the low. I mean, that's what I would think it would be, right? Guys who do this like showing the confidence within that vulnerability. They want to be seen. They want their dicks to be seen. They're supposed to be vulnerable, but yet they're still powerful because they're doing it. They don't give a fuck. And they want to turn somebody else on. Fucking dirty, grimy bastard. That's fucking horrible. That is just, it's just like, if I think about my grandmother's friends and they just like, they pull down the big old, ugh, the big old pamper panties, and it's just, oh, no. No, no, no. There's no taking that thought back. But I get that these people want to be that rule breaker, fucking look at my dick. You ain't supposed to be looking at my dick. You're supposed to be making copies. But now you copying a picture of my dick onto your brain for later. I think that's what they're fucking thinking. And okay, fine. I feel the same way when I'm at the veggie market. And some lady scoffs at the price of like cabbage and she demands for it to be lowered. And it's like, holy fuck, lady. Like, you're not supposed to challenge the prices there, grandma. But yet here you are, asking, doing it in front of everybody, challenging the prices. Such a fucking turn on. And that is why I'm always arrested at the veggie market for having my dick out. Moral of the story.
He's a man.